Welcome to Mitten Kitchen. I'm Amy, and today we are making banana waffles, banana bread, banana muffins. Can you tell I have some ripe bananas up in here? And to be specific, that is cinnamon swirl on top of the banana bread and muffins. Join me along in the kitchen today. So this recipe had a ton of sugar in it, so I am going to modify it. Also, it called for all-purpose flour. I'm going to use coconut flour. But the first thing is to melt 2 sticks of butter. 2 sticks of butter. So my butter is nicely melted. This is where you would add in the sugar. I am really not going to, because the cinnamon swirl mixture has some sugar, and the bananas are sweet, right? So I'm not going to add that in. Feel free to add that in if you'd like. This is also where we're going to add in, it says, the vanilla and the eggs. Calls for a teaspoon. I'm just going to fill this up a little bit. It smells really good. I love the smell of vanilla. You guys a big fan of the smell too? What is it with the smell of butter and vanilla that just gets you excited? You're like, we're baking today. So this is perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. So next up, we are going to then use in the flour, the baking soda, and the mashed bananas. Okay, so it calls for 2 cups of flour. I'm using coconut flour. My husband is gluten-free, so we're gonna see how this works with coconut flour. Also, coconut flour has a nice sweetness to it too, so I think that will be nice. And baking soda is 1 teaspoon. I'm just gonna guess on that. That should be good. Okay. Give that a nice little mix. Looks good. Smells good already, so I'm thinking this is gonna work out pretty nicely with our substitutions of no sugar in this part of the batter and coconut flour instead of all-purpose. Okay, so next up is we need to mash 4 bananas. I'm just gonna mash them in this bowl because I don't want to dirty another bowl. I'm not a big banana bread person, but this just sounded so good with the cinnamon swirl. I love cinnamon. So I think that's what stood out to me in this recipe. Our bananas are mashed. We're just going to go ahead and fold them into this dough mixture. So this mixture is a bit crumblier than I think it needs to be. So I'm going to add 1 more egg to see if that will help. And then I can add water if needed. But the coconut flour I think is what's doing that versus the all-purpose. So I added the extra egg, but it's still a bit crumblier. So I'm going to go ahead and add in I think a 1/4 of a cup of water. 1/4 of a cup of water. Oh, I think that's already going to do it, yeah. It was getting better with that extra egg, but it still was a little more crumblier than I would expect it should be. It smells really good. We might have to do another 1/4 of a cup. It's getting better. Let's do 1 more. This is a lot of batter, so we might have to make this into 2 loaves. So we added 1 cup of water and an extra egg. I think we're gonna call that good. It's still a bit crumblier, but look how it forms, you know? So we're gonna call that good. Okay, next up we are making is the cinnamon swirl. This is going to be with some butter. We need to melt this. And then we're going to have sugar. Again, I'm just not going to do the full sugar. I'll do the brown sugar and the cinnamon. Okay, we got our butter softened, pretty much melted. Okay, we are then adding in some of the sugar, which is 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. So we'll do a little bit more because we're not doing the white sugar. A little heaping 3 tablespoons. And then it said cinnamon, 2 tablespoons. So I'm just gonna guess that. Mix this up. And this is our swirl, our cinnamon swirl. This looks heavenly, look at that. Looks so good. I love cinnamon. I'm a big cinnamon fan. It smells so good. Okay, I would say we are ready. This is our beautiful swirl for our banana bread. So what I'm going to do is follow the recipe, and what it says is to layer it. We'll see if we have extra, we can make little mini ones. Okay, I have a greased pan. I've sprayed it really well. We're going to add in our very crumbly banana mixture. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have enough for 2 of these. Okay, the swirl mixture. Give that a nice swirl. I don't know if I'm doing this right. You can't mess it up, right? Swirl mixture, banana mixture. And I think this is the last layer. So we can probably make 2 of these. So maybe for future, don't add 2 full cups of coconut flour. Maybe that was my issue, was the amount of coconut flour. I'm going to do a big heap of swirl up on this one. So we have extra. Let's figure out what we can do with that. Muffins! Let's take, I don't know, about that much. This will be our swirl. Maybe stick it in a little bit. Okay. I still have swirl and batter. So these make a lot. But it could also be the ratios that I did. And the different substitutes, right? So I just have a little bit more. Okay, and then our swirl. We have our banana bread and our banana muffins. Let's pop these in the oven at 350. It says 60 minutes. My husband brought me some wine, so cheers. Moving on to our next project, which is using up these 2 bananas. I'm going to double this recipe to make waffles. So I have my waffle iron heating, and everything's in the blender. So I am super excited to give this a try. It looks super easy. And I'm going to put these in the freezer, so they'll be really easy for breakfast. Okay, so first up, I feel like maybe I shouldn't double the batter. We'll see. We'll do it number 1, and then if there's extra room, we'll do it. So first up, you take your ripened banana, and you drop it in the blender. Everything goes in the blender. Half a cup of quick oats. Half a cup of whole wheat flour. We don't have whole wheat flour, I have einkorn flour. So I'm doing half a cup of einkorn flour. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm just going to kind of eyeball this one. 1 whole egg. Cinnamon, so you can see it's using very similar ingredients. I'm going to double this though, because it looks like it can handle it. So this is a cup of milk for the half a cup, normal recipe. Let's just do everything we just did, because I wasn't sure if it would have enough room, and it does. I like that there's no sugar in this one. This is nice. This looks so easy, and especially if these can go in the freezer, like my gosh, how nice. My waffle maker is ready. That's so exciting. Remember to put the lid on. Oh wow, it's a pretty color. We are ready to make some waffles. Ooh, that is hot. Be careful with the waffle iron. It's hot. It is hot, hot, hot. Okay. So this said 1/4 of a cup of batter per waffle. So I'm going to spray my waffle maker. So we're going to go ahead and add in our batter. Okay, I didn't say it's ready, but these definitely are done. So let's get these out. Yeah, okay. And it beeps now. So I'm going to turn them down just because they look like they're really done. They look lovely though. Look at that. I mean, like, delicious looking waffles. Lots of waffles. Perfect for freezer prep. Okay, our muffins turned out. Let's go ahead and get them on a plate. I'm hoping they're not crumbly. Oh, they're so cute. My son is going to love this.
What is it?
Banana muffins.
Ooh.
Okay, so there we have it. We made 2 different, actually 3 different if you think about it, with the muffins, the bread, and the waffles with 6 ripe bananas. So really excited. Let's go ahead and give this muffin a taste test. It's a little crumbly, which we expected. Really good. Really crumbly, but that would be good with like some yogurt. Let's go ahead and give the waffle a taste test. That is delicious. Well, thanks for joining me in the kitchen today to use up 6 ripe bananas, and we made 3 different dishes. This will be really helpful. We'll have this for dessert. We'll have this for probably breakfast this week, and I'll put those in the freezer for the following week. I'll see you next time in the kitchen. Bye, everyone.